We're back here at the news desk, and we're going to have Pete Smith, Senior Manager Sales Support for TE Connectivity, join us.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, what are you guys announcing or showing here at the...
Actually, TE Connectivity is a gold sponsor for this show.
That's right.
This time, but we elected not to put a booth up.
Yeah, and but have you walked the aisles and have
Yes.
you had a chance to see what's going on?
Yes.
And what's it like? I mean, have you been to any conferences other than this one?
No conferences, but I've been walking the show and I've seen some of the new things that are coming out. There's a interesting change going on in the sensor world where they're adding more features to sensors, things like artificial intelligence, wireless capabilities. Those are some of the trends, and I'd like to, if I could, maybe mention some of the other trends that we're seeing.
Yeah, good. That was the next question.
Oh, it was? Okay, I'm reading your mind.
No, you probably reading my mind. Go ahead.
Okay, we're seeing a number of trends in the sensor industry right now. They're being driven almost entirely by customer needs. We see 7 major ones right now. The first one is digitization. The sensor industry is about probably 15 or 20 years behind the digital world. The world went digital about 20 years ago, and sensors did not.
Interesting.
And mostly because most customers were still asking for analog products, analog outputs. And as time has passed, it's become more convenient to connect sensors to microcontrollers and digital systems and wireless systems to have a sensor with digital output. And I would say right now, I'm going to guess that about half of our sensors right now that we ship are digital output, but the balance is still analog. So there's a large part of the world that's using analog, but it's moving quickly. I would say in 5 years, the balance will be 80-20. So digitization is the first thing we see. Miniaturization is the next trend we see, making these sensors smaller. Customers are asking us to make them 0 dimensions, 0 millimeters by 0 millimeters.
That would be nothing.
That's right, and then they're going to ask us to charge nothing for them.
Oh,
so
and still sort of magic, I guess.
Yeah, but they want more features. So we work hard to try to move in that direction, obviously. I think our smallest sensor right now is 220 microns.
Yeah, some of those pictures I've been seeing in some of the booths, I mean, kind of blows your mind.
Oh yeah, we have a blood pressure sensor that actually goes in the end of a catheter. It's 220 microns wide, 3 French.
Yeah, then the catheter has to be small for obvious reasons.
Very tiny.
Yeah.
So miniaturization is really important. We're seeing low power is the next one. People want to operate these sensors on microwatts of power. Fortunately, a lot of the electronics that go in the sensors these days is capable of doing that, and so we take advantage of that. And the main reasons customers are asking for that is because they're moving toward battery-powered and energy harvested applications where they're putting sensors.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of motion in that direction for the low power. The next trend that we see is multi-sensor modules, where customers are asking us to put multiple sensor capabilities in a single package.
Yeah, so for size and efficiency.
And convenience, efficiency, all those things. We do make what we call an oil property sensor that's actually designed to determine the service life of lubricating oils. It measures density, dielectric constant, temperature, water content, and one other thing that doesn't pop into my head right now.
Temperature?
But it measures, did I say temperature? 5 parameters that this sensor measures in a single package.
Yeah.
And so it's much more convenient for the customer to insert this into their application. And the logistics issue is better because you end up with dealing with only 1 supplier and not 5. So,
yeah, that's a very good one.
So we like that. Edge computing is another one we're starting to see. This one is really new, where we're starting to put microcontrollers inside the sensor itself to process the signals, set alarms where you can find hazardous conditions that might occur. And we're making the sensors smarter, if you will, by adding a brain to them. And that's really new. We have a couple of sensors now that are doing things like on an accelerometer, we're doing fast Fourier transforms at the sensor now, providing the process data to the system, and it makes it easier for them to use it too. Another place that we're seeing trends are in creating sensors that have are able to withstand harsh environments.
Outer space.
Outer space. What's happening is people are putting smart factory principles into operation, and they're starting to put sensors in factories in places that aren't so friendly to sensors.
Yeah.
So we have to package these sensors so they survive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you walk into a steel mill, it's not a very friendly place for electronics if you walk around. And people want to put sensors all over the equipment in the steel mill. And we end up getting requests to make sensors that will survive that. So, and then finally wireless, what we mentioned before.
And that's ubiquitous.
That's, everybody wants to go that way.
Yeah.
And TE, I don't have my badge on, but TE is a big connector company, but we're promoting.
Well, you have a great logo on your shirt.
Oh, okay, that's right.
It's perfect, and it's very colorful. Well, we're out of time. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Pete. Really appreciate
Matt,
it.
no problem.
Pleasure
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thanks for coming back.